Good morning. We're at South Derbyshire Magistrates Court in Derby, and I'm here this morning to look at and ask some questions about why we're actually in a courthouse on a Saturday morning with the weather is awful outside, and I'm going to find out. I'm going to talk to Carol.
Hello, good morning, and you're very welcome. Very welcome indeed.
Just if you could tell me, what is today all about?
It's all about showing the children how the courts work, the Magistrates Court, and also introducing a little bit of knowledge to them about the law and how it affects them in the rest of their lives.
Good. And what is the actual process that they're going to go through today?
Today, they've each been issued with the same case. All the children take all of the parts. They've learnt their parts over the last 3 or 4 months, and they're actually going to defend it against one school, and they're going to prosecute the case against another. So a lot of time has been invested both by the students and indeed their teachers, because these sort of things, whilst it covers the national curriculum as a part of that, equally the rehearsals have to take place in their lunch hours or very often after school. We have 4 schools entering: Eastwood Comprehensive, Ecclesbourne School, Rushcliffe Academy and Swanwick Hall. All have been here before and have been big supporters of the competition, which has been running now for some 19 years. And this year we've got 400 schools entering the national competition. We're just an area heat.
There are a number of good reasons for taking part in this competition. Apart from anything else, it builds up students' confidence to take part in a real court case within the confines of a real court. For them, it's in many cases a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Some of the students, of course, may go on to pursue a career in something to do with the law, and if they've taken part in this will certainly give them a real taste of that. But it's much wider than that. As I say, it helps to build up the students' confidence. They work as a team. They have to really look at a case in detail and work out what sort of questions they would ask if they were lawyers, or if they're the witnesses, they have to really get into role. They look at their witness statements, they have to know them completely. Some are court ushers, so they're actually responsible for running the court. Then we have a group who are magistrates, someone who's a legal advisor. Then we also have some reporters and a court artist. So if you put all that together, this is a really unusual competition. And yes, it is a competition and one school will win in the end, but actually it's much more important because all the students get something out of this.
I'm going to now interview Malcolm Prentice, who I understand is a magistrate, but I don't know exactly what his role is. So let us find out. Morning, Malcolm.
Good morning, Pat. Nice to see you here.
It's nice to be here, and we very much appreciate the fact you've invited us. Could you tell us what your role is in this?
I'm Deputy Chairman of the South Derbyshire Bench, and here today to try and encourage the media and people like yourselves to take notice of what these young people are achieving. I think it's very important that the magistrates get these young people involved for 2 reasons. One is the disciplines that they are learning while they're here. The other thing is, the more important thing, is if they do go to criminality, they understand what could happen to them as well. And that is absolutely. But it's a community-based thing, and that is the critical part as well. It's engagement of the community in another thing that happens every day in their lives, in their community. I think it's important for a South Derbyshire point of view. I'm truly a South Derbyshire magistrate. I come from Swadlincote, I live in Swadlincote, I've had business in Swadlincote, and when Swadlincote Court closed, all those South Derbyshire magistrates moved to Derby, and I'm very keen that these children learn that local justice is done by local people, and it's a community-based thing as well. They're being judged by their peers, and I think it's very important these children realise that justice is fair and is done from their community in a balanced way, whether by gender, by religion, by any colour and creed. It is a balanced group of people from a background who make those judgments in these magistrates' courts, and if they learn that, it'll be a bonus, because it is not a judge with a big wig on who is standing up and making judgment. It is ordinary people from their community who actually are making the majority of the legal decisions in this country.
The young people, because it is an opportunity for them to see inside the courts, really enjoy the morning that they spend here with us. And I have to tell you, we had one real success story. Some 7 years ago, one young lady who was here came along, and because of the interaction that she had, by the experience that she was given on that day, changed her career path from medicine into the law. And just last year she completed her finals at Cambridge, and she has a permanent position with the national firm of solicitors. So a real star, and it actually changed her life forever. If you're interested, please get in touch. Anybody here at the Magistrates Court would be happy to give you that information, more than happy. Equally, as you might imagine with modern technology, all of the information is available on the website.